Okay, folks. Today we are starting Unit 2. You can go into Canvas and look at what we're doing for this particular unit. We are looking at selecting evidence to motivate an audience. So that's where we are. Okay, got to get this just right. So, guided practice for our first day. Refresh your memory on ethos, pathos, and logos. You are going to read Malala Yousafzai's message to the UN Youth Assembly on pages 53 to 55. You're going to respond to that speech with your first journal. Remember, I gave you the notebooks because you guys are doing journals. And we're picking those journals up right now with this unit. And so you'll see the journal response on page 56 where it says composing on your own. Write a personal response to Yousafzai's ideas about education and women's rights. Describe your own experiences with or observations about education and women's rights. What have you read on these topics? What ideas make a strong impression? What would you like to know more about? And then you're going to be developing these ideas throughout the unit. Okay. I also have provided a video of her presenting this speech to the UN. Then we are look at the 3-column chart example on page 61, where it's talking about textual evidence. So how does Yousafzai relate to the values, beliefs, needs, and background of her audience? So how do you know that she is aware of who her audience is? What are some things that she says? Then you can also read the Global Education Student Draft on page 56 and evaluate the writing on page 57, questions 1 through 4. I've also made a connection with the AP Classroom where you can sign in for their video resources for Unit 2. Your independent work will pick up on Wednesday. We're going to review ethical appeals, those wonderful ethos, logos, and pathos. You're going to, on page 71, it asks you to make a chart on Yousafzai's speech for textual evidence. So you're going to give 3 pieces of textual evidence. Then you're going to talk about what rhetorical choice Yousafzai made. And then the influence on the character and credibility. So what emotions does this inspire in the audience? How does the argument make sense? Those kinds of things. Okay, and that you will turn in. And then our writing is going to be talking about strategic evidence and sufficient evidence, and that starts on page 75. And then we will also look at identifying a thesis and using the knowledge gained in this section. You'll write a paragraph that uses evidence to support a claim, the use of warning labels, and that information is found on page let's see, I'm trying to find it where it talks about warning labels. Okay, I'm having a little bit of difficulty. But we will be working in class on these, and then you will be writing an essay. It will be your mastery check. You're going to do a rhetorical analysis essay over Malala's speech to the UN. You need to have a claim that analyzes the writer's rhetorical choices. You'll select and use evidence to support your line of reasoning, explain how the evidence supports your reasoning, and you'll use appropriate grammar and punctuation, cite sources correctly. It should be an MLA format, essay, and then you will take the AP Classroom unit tests, and that will be online, the Progress Check 1 and 2, and it will grade it for you online. The essay information can be found on pages 104 and 105 in the textbook. So that's where you're going to get your information from. If you have any questions, let me know.